This is a very, very funny trend that is going on right now. It obviously explains that women don't understand the thinking faculty of a man. Let me explain. Would you believe that men do not necessarily need to like you or love you to start a family with you? You don't believe me? You see, the bigger percentage of men, you see, in the society, they are not capable of loving you. Even though men love women more, men believe more in the concept of love. Let me explain deeper. In the brain of a man, he has a picture of the kind of woman he wants, the kind of lifestyle he wants with that woman, the kind of money, travel, everything in his head, because he's a logical being. Now, the bigger percentage of men, from the dawn of time, they don't end up with the women they envision. So what do? The woman that is around at that time that is ready, he selects her. Now, this is the downside when it comes to women. Most women are dirty. Yeah, I said it. Most women are dirty. Most women are nasty. Not all, most women. Remember, he doesn't like you that much. He just, because, with you, he can create the next generation. So he selects you. And then comes the cramps, the nagging, the menstrual cycle. Would you believe this if I tell you that? It's very few men that are designed to take care of a woman. It is very few men that can stand the lifestyle of women. Would you believe menstrual period, as natural as it is to women, it is irritating to some men, to most men. And women will say, why would you think like that in the first place? So what does a man do? He keeps quiet and just say, okay. Like, what do you expect him to do? Men don't just wake up one morning and hate their girlfriend. You get my point? He never likes you. Would you believe very, very few men actually come up with the concept of, I like this girl, I like this woman, I want to take care of you. You get my point? Very few men use that word and actually do it and say, I want to take care of this one. I want to take care of you. Let me spoil you. You get my point? Very, very few men actually do this. But most women would never understand, because most men don't end up with, the bigger percentage of men do not end up with what they envision for their life. Most men do not end up living the kind of life that they plan for themselves. Because society pressure, life happens, people, everything it doesn't align. And women think it's about them. You think it's about you if a man start, most times, think about this. A man will just go to work. He's going to die for you. Oh, of course, he's going to die for you. He's going to go to work, make all that money, provide safety and security. If the time comes, he's going to take a bullet for you and die. And every now and then he's going to go into isolation and just live that life that he envisioned for himself in his head. So this trend though of men boyfriend hate, he just didn't wake up one morning and say, I hate this one. No. At the initial stage, most men do not like their wife. Most men do not love their wife because he selected you for a different purpose. Love has nothing to do with it. What he loved, the type of women he loved, he's never met her before. He probably will meet her in this life that we are living in. Men have a complete different mind frame of seeing things. And it's sad that women are not curious enough to learn how men think. Men are completely different. Our thinking faculty is just different. Very, very different. Now, if a man ever becomes fortunate enough to accomplish the bigger percentage of what he envisioned for himself, he moves differently. He moves differently though. He moves differently. It moves differently. It moves very, very differently. Very, very differently. And women think these men are everywhere. The men that everything they envision for themselves, it aligns. Very, very few men actually becomes what they project for themselves. Take care.